Test, test. Test, test. All right, what's going on, everybody? Test, test. All right, what's going on, everybody? Test, test. So I'm trying to make sure that this is going to work for us. Make sure the volume works. But let's get started in the stream. It is working. This is my first time streaming on YouTube, so it's kind of like a spur of the moment type of thing to decide to do it. You guys did not watch the last two games. I did not upload them just for various reasons. But I told you that we would get back to the franchise. But we did pick up a win, though, against the Bengals, 38-30. We'll take a look at the box score here. We had 289 yards of offense, 16 first downs, 3 turnovers, though, so the turnover numbers were high. And we were pretty much beating these guys pretty bad the entire game. But Pickett threw 3 picks, had 194 yards passing. Najee Harris had arguably his best game of the season. And then receiving, Deontay Johnson was finally involved. And Claypool had a long 75-yard touchdown. One thing that happened in this game that was very exciting was the fact that Levi Wallace had 4 interceptions. Joe Burrow threw a total of 5, and Levi Wallace also had 2 pick sixes, and Carl Joseph also had a pick 6. So we were able to beat the Bengals, pretty much dominated the entire game, but we allowed them to come back late. And this right here is probably my most embarrassing loss in Madden history. I gave up 36 points in the fourth quarter to allow the Colts to come back and win when we were leading 31-6, and they scored 36 points in the fourth quarter. It was embarrassing. That's the reason I really didn't want to upload this one as well. We just played terrible. I mean, the first 3 quarters we dominated, but then Pickett threw 4 picks. Najee had 139 yards rushing, and then it was Deontay Johnson's best game by far. But it was the worst blown lead I've ever had playing a game in my entire life. So what I wanted to do today is I just want to hop in, play a game here on YouTube Live. I've never done it before, like I said, and we'll play against the Falcons. I think I'm ready to advance week. There's no reason to stay there. And we'll play against the Falcons. So what we'll do here is we'll go ahead and pretty much just do the weekly strategy, and then I'm ready to just get into this game. I just want to play the game, and that's pretty much about it for today. I think the game plan today is probably going to be defending that medium pass, something that we've consistently done. And then on offense, I want to be able to throw it short and not throw interceptions. So that's what the game plan is going to be there. For here, I think we can definitely get 1 interception. I think we can allow 24 points or less. I think we can get 300 yards of offense. And I think we got to win the turnover battle. I mean, these are things that we got to do to win the game anyway, so. All right, nobody injured there on defense. So let's take a look at our offense and see if anybody's injured there. I don't know if it's been like a bug for me this year, but I haven't gotten anybody injured the entire time and training. So we have a couple upgrades here to get to. I'm not going to worry about the coach upgrades, but Kenny Pickett's going to get, I believe, his first upgrade. I think that to be able to improve his deep accuracy and medium accuracy, I'm going to go ahead and go with a strong arm. So technically he is a 70 overall, but he's playing down to 67 due to morale. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and get into this game here against the Falcons. And we'll take on the Falcons. I'm not really too concerned about the uniforms here in this game, but I do want to receive it. That's what I want to do, because if you never put it on receive, most of the time you're going to be kicking. So I like to put it on receive just to change it up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to step out to make sure that the volume is working, and we'll go from there. folks. It does look like it's working. Weather is very beautiful here where I live, so I'm going to open the window up here. The volume should be working out pretty well, and we'll get into this game. I have verified that the stream is up and running due to me going on my phone and accessing the stream, so let's get this game going. So we actually will get the ball first, which is new. And we'll have Calvin Austin. We already know he's a dangerous, fast return man. And we'll take it to the 26. So I was just chilling earlier, and I went into my old franchise files on Madden 20. Started playing a game, so I was like, well, I'm going to go live, and it can't be hard enough to start it. So I was able to start this live pretty quickly. So maybe it's something that we'll look forward to doing more often. I also want to go on Twitch as well and stream. I know some new games are going to be coming out soon. I think that streaming could be something that's more in my ballpark for the time that I have to record and play games. So we'll start off with a little inside zone. We've kind of struggled to run in most games this season. Nowhere to go for Najee there. And Pat Freiermuth, our star tight end, is shaken up. So I'm now dropping to 2-3 in fantasy. My team has not done well. I think I've mentioned in the past video I'm really lacking on the quarterback position. And if you don't have a good quarterback, it is really hard to play well in fantasy. I mean, a quarterback is actually a lot more important than it used to be. Like back in the day, like it really wasn't important to have a good quarterback. As Pickett throws it for a yard. I actually have started playing online a lot. I actually spent a lot of time building my ultimate team, and I actually had a lot of fun doing that. So that may be something that we bring to the channel in the future, and that's picked off. And we can look at the replay there. I got about an hour and 20 minutes that I can stream here, so I'm in no hurry. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and look at the replay. As Sternberger will actually have to play for Freiermuth. So watching the replay here, it looks like he's open. And, you know, let's, I know it's a video game, but let's see. Does 26 look to the quarterback and see that that ball's coming? Maybe right there he does. He sees it's coming. Then he looks away real quick. I don't know. Maybe that is definitely a bad read by myself. I think if I was going to throw that, I got to throw it right there. I got to start throwing right there. And at that point, I don't even think I'd seen him yet. And so I held it about 2 seconds late and then threw the pick. So not a great way to start the game. We're going to start out on a dime as they go empty. If you've watched the franchise, you know that TJ Watt has struggled big time. He's not had a good year at all for us. And the quarterbacks have been able to do that. You know, the quarterbacks that we play complete their passes, whether it's to us or to their receivers. They do complete them. And so we have struggled stopping the pass big time and done decently against the run. And, hey, I just said TJ Watt had been struggling. He gets a sack there. I wish that I didn't have to control anybody defensively, but unfortunately, due to the way that Madden is, I have to control somebody, so I just try to get off the block and then let the CPU do their thing. So we'll go with a man defense here. I know that like the big thing is they say that man works a lot better in this Madden compared to last Maddens. So we'll test it here. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. If that was the Falcons defensive player, he's picking that off. I'm going to look back at it on the replay here. Yeah, if that's the Falcons linebacker, and that's an interception. So, hey, it is what it is. The Falcons are first and goal now, and they go empty again. So, it kind of makes my decision pretty easy on what I'm going to go with defensively here. Still, the Steelers in real life have struggled big time. They just got dominated against the Bills yesterday. TJ Watt with the sack, and he forces the fumble, and Terrell Edmonds will be on it, and we're going to get the ball back. TJ Watt with his second sack. Let's see it again here. Didn't really see the sack, but Edmonds picks it up, and we have the ball back and see if we can do anything here on offense now. But as I was saying, yeah, the Steelers real life team is really struggling. So alright, sorry I had to respond to a text. We're going to throw the screen out there to Claypool. Can Claypool pick up some yardage? It's not bad. You know, in playing online, Pickens hurt. Playing online and kind of playing older Madden games, the RPO, I think they're the RPO alerts, are actually very fun to call, in my personal opinion. Like, I think that they're the easiest throwing options because if that defensive back comes crashing down, you're just going to throw it out to him. He doesn't that time, so that's going to be an easy run decision. And then you can go through there and you can make your formation subs. That way I'm not just targeting Chase Claypool the entire time. But he's the slot receiver, so that's really what he's meant for in those positions. Pickens will have bruised ribs, and he will be back soon. So we'll just go ahead and put him back in. No reason to take him out. And we picked up the first down. We're going to run this one with Najee Harris. Big run for Najee. He's got 20 yards rushing early in this game. And I did move up the quarter lengths to 13 minutes the last couple of games that I played. I don't know if I put out a video yet with the quarter lengths at 13 minutes, but I did bump it up. I'm not honestly sure that I like it too much. We're just going to dump that off to Watt. We'll get what we can get there. Yeah, but like I was saying, like I'm not honestly sure if I'm a fan of it or not. I think 12 minutes gave me better games that I definitely enjoyed a lot more. Here's what we'll do here, depending on what they go with. Actually, no, we'll go with something like this. And the second interception. Gets hit as he throws it there, so 2 picks for Kenny Pickett, and that's why this game has gotten very frustrating to play. In all honesty, I mean that right there, that's a valid pick right there, but so I'm not really going to complain about that one necessarily. You know, I got hit as I threw it, and that's what happens in real life. That's what happens in the game. So, but the first interception for that defensive back to just read that like that was kind of crazy. Alualu sheds the block and nowhere to go for Patterson. But yeah, that's the one thing that's kind of really frustrated me playing Madden this year is the turnovers. I mean, there's no such thing as an incomplete pass. Either it's going to be intercepted or it's going to be caught by your player. There is no in between. And it's why you almost got to play like very basic offense. You can't really open a playbook up and try and go deep because you're going to throw a pick. So there's no sense in even trying it. As now we're going to force a 3rd and 12. I think right here you're going to want to look at a dime look here. And we'll go to a cover 3 look, and hopefully we can get pressure, and Mariota doesn't have all the time in the world to throw. Ogunjobi, we're going to shed the block with him, and they're going to go deep, and it's going to be incomplete. Nice breakup by Akella Witherspoon. If you stopped by the stream today, it would mean a lot to leave a like, leave a comment. Tell me what you guys think of this format versus video format. I think that this just allows me to spend more time not doing this on my days off due to the fact that I don't have a lot of time outside of work. As Najee last week actually ran for 139 yards. I got to say that probably is his season high if I had to guess. Just want to go with a basic run out of the bunch, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to. So what we'll do is we'll possibly go right back to Claypool here. It'd be his 3rd catch, I do believe, if we do throw it. We are going to throw it. And, you know, in this variation of Madden, those what is that? 5-yard pickups. Sorry for the delay there. But those 5-yard pickups, you need those. And you'll take them when you can get them, especially in this Madden. As Najee, not really sure how he got through that hole, but he's going to pick up the first down. And what we'll do now is we'll go back to, I think it's the trips flex. Actually, I think it's more, yeah, I think it's this one. So we'll go trio, and we're going to put Deontay Johnson in the slot. And we'll go with the same thing, the bubble. And if he's open, so basically what I'm saying is the guy that's lined up across from Deontay Johnson, if he crashes in and goes hard for the run, then we're throwing it out to Deontay Johnson. So we'll see what he does here. He's going to stay with Johnson, so we're just going to hand it off to Snell. And that's that 4 to 5 yard pickup that is honestly very crucial. I think here on 2nd and 6, you could go ahead with a run. I think the reason that Snell was in is because it's the halfback sub. I don't know why it switches receivers, but 2nd and 6, we got a lot of things that we can do. Oh, man. That's not really what I wanted to do. Can we get on it? Nope. He's going to fumble. And the Falcons got the ball back. So the third turnover on our third drive, there's nothing that you can do to stop these. There's nothing that you can do to stop the turnovers. They're going to happen no matter what. Usually when I do get into the game, I will turn runners, I'll do it on conservative, so they're less likely to break tackles, but more likely to not fumble. Alright, so let's see what we can come up with here. Obviously if you're playing CPU, they'll be able to pretty much pick up the blitz almost every time. So it's not as balanced. They don't there. It forced Mariota to scramble outside of the pocket, and even after 3 turnovers, this score is still 0-0. Falcons with a chance to go up 3-0 though. And they will, so. Hey, 3 turnovers and only 3 points allowed. I think you got to be pleased with that to an extent. So we, of course, will make the adjustment to be conservative with the ball in our hands and not fumble the ball, because that is also, just turnovers in general have been a bad thing about Madden 23 is the turnovers they're not good. So let's go adjustment, and we'll go conservative to decrease the fumble chance. And we'll go back with just a normal pistol look and just do a halfback dive here. We've moved the ball decently at least. We've ran the ball well for sure. And Harris will take it for 7 yards. Now, the playbook is definitely wide open here. Let's go. We can go Y sail here and see. As a matter of fact, Sternberger is our tight end. I just now realized Frymuth is out, so I'm not really going to look to Stern. Good run for Najee, but I'm not really going to look to Sternberger there. It's just, don't think that that's the right idea. So we try that RPO. I think we've ran that before. We tried to go out to Claypool that time, and the Falcons were all over it. Guys, you can see it. I mean, it's just... I mean, we can show the replay all we want. We will look at the replay. The turnovers are just part of this game. I mean, there's literally nothing that you can do. I mean, if you have free-form passing on, but that's what the game wants you to do. You know, they want you to play with these new features. But if we watch the replay, I mean, where that ball's going, there's no reason that 26 should jump in front of that and pick it off. I mean, this physics-based is what they say, but that I don't even think that that is physically possible. And to go one-handed, too. I mean, that's one-handed. Your receivers make no attempt to go back to the ball. It's ridiculous. I haven't played this game in French against a CPU in at least a week, so it has been a while. So we're down 10-0. We'll see. Can we do anything on offense here? I think that I'd rather be down 10-0 than be up 31-6 and allow my opponent to come back and beat me, which happened last game. 19 total yards for the Falcons, but they have 3 picks for their defense and 1 forced fumble. We'll get that to Najee. If the interceptions weren't a problem in this game, I honestly don't really think that I would have a problem playing franchise. Alright, so can't even see what route my guys are running. We'll get it to Pickens though. Was going to go to him no matter what. Go to the counter Y. It's actually a play that has worked probably 75% of the times I've ran it. For Najee Harris to pick up a yard there, that's actually pretty impressive. Actually, as a matter of fact, we'll stay in the bunch formation here. I kind of like what we could potentially get, but that's the end of the first quarter anyway, so. Only 29 passing yards. So we got Benny Snell in the backfield again, so we'll see. He may end up getting the ball. He is going to get the ball. Nowhere to go. You try to be patient. Did not work. Third and 10. We have ran 20 plays. We've been pretty balanced overall, I got to say. We're going to go to Claypool. That's a good pass there by Trubisky. When did Trubisky come in? Okay, so that was Trubisky. That was not Kenny Pickett, unfortunately. There we go. Deontay Johnson getting open. Deontay Johnson gets upfield to the 27. That's a good completion by Kenny Pickett there. Stay in the pocket. Wait for your star receiver to make that break. And then do your thing. We'll go with another play action here and see if we can pick up another completion. So I actually, they're not going to credit me with the catch, but I actually did take over for Najee there because I just can't do the interceptions. The amount of interceptions is just ridiculous at times. We'll go to a play that I don't really call anymore in games because it was always a very OP play, but I think Madden has done a good job at kind of limiting it from being one. Najee on the catch and a first down. So let's see what that safety does. If that safety levitates more to the middle of the field, I think we may go to Deontay Johnson. We'll see. Yeah, we're going to go to Deontay. Got hit as we threw it. If not, I think that was perfectly timed to throw there. But now that's going to bring up an obvious passing situation. This right here is also going to either go to Johnson or Claypool potentially. Hey folks, I don't know how that one wasn't picked. This game is funny. I actually at times have had a lot of fun playing this game, but we'll see what that safety does there. Let's take the sack and we'll take our field goal, something that we've done very well this year. And Boswell has been very good all season long, and he is perfect on that kick right there. We actually help our defense out a little bit by at least flipping the field and forcing Atlanta to start play from the 25 and not our 25, which has happened a lot. So we'll go with a basic defensive look here on first down and see what the Falcons try to do here. They're on with Patterson for 2 yards. Done a very good job at stopping Patterson today. There's Patterson again. That'll bring up a 3rd down. It's very interesting that they come out with an empty on 3rd and 2. We're going to bring 5 here. Let's see, it's going to be head on head. Can somebody get home free in time? Nope, it's going to go to Pitts, and Pitts will have the 1st down. You know, I would bring pressure again there every single time. Let's go back to this double A gap look and see if that can bring us any success here on defense. Drake London picks up 6. Like the Falcons, I thought they were going to run the ball. They don't run it. And who's on this guy? Nobody knows. Kyle Pitts, my fault, with the catch. Just got lost in coverage the way it looks. I believe Edmonds is going to be the guy that's on Kyle Pitts this time. I think he's the guy you got to watch out for. I mean, the man coverage by Edmonds was just terrible there. I'm watching it back now on the screen. And he got the outside leverage. That's the other thing on that play is Edmonds had the outside leverage, yet allowed Pitts to be open by 5 yards on the outside in man-to-man coverage. I mean, that's just terrible. Ogunjobi will get credited with the sack there. That's our 3rd sack. But I think that moving forward in Madden, I think next year, Madden 24, if we do run a franchise, I want to spend a lot of time trying to find sliders for All-Pro. I think All-Pro is just more... You're going to get more realistic gameplay. Madden is... it's tough. I can't even lie. It's tough because they make it fairly almost impossible for you to do anything. The CPU knows what you're doing. I think that if you could find a good set of all pro sliders that could give you a challenge, I think that that's the way to go. As it looks like we're going to force them to a field goal. Yeah, I think that's the way to go, is just to do all pro with a good set of sliders. All Madden, I think, is old news. I think it's just... Now, I'm not going to lie. When you play all Madden with no sliders, I think that you get better gameplay than with sliders. I do have sliders loaded in here, but I think if you were playing all Madden with no sliders, I think it is fairly... What's the word I'm thinking of? Balanced. I think it's fairly balanced. So I think we still have a chance to win this game. It's only 13-3. We just got to score touchdowns here. Calvin Austin's not going to be the one that does it. And Najee Harris was 7 carries for 40 yards in the game. Pretty good start to the day for Najee. We'll go with that play action jet sweep here. I think that we've run it a few times, and I actually think that it has worked decently. We'll see if we can do anything here. Terrible pass by Pickett. He's actually had 3 true incompletions. Other than that, it has all been picks. So, 2nd and 10 here. Screen shaking. Well, who are you throwing that to? I'll tell you who I wasn't throwing it to. The ground. That was terrible. So now, we put ourselves in a terrible position. I'm going to go back to 4 verticals and see if we can get some luck with it. I think if that linebacker that's over our left guard, if he comes and blitzes, we're going to throw this quick to Sternberger. He doesn't. So we're actually just going to throw it out to Najee. He goes nowhere. We'll just let the clock run here. Remember, we did get the ball first, so that does not help us at all. Go ahead and run the clock down here. Presley Harvin set to boot it away. And Patterson will fair catch it at the 31. There's Kyle Pitts' numbers on the season. 73 catches is very impressive. We'll bring some pressure here and see if it works at all. Looks like they may be running the ball here with that 2 tight end set. They do run it. Highsmith can't bring him down, and that's going to be a 20-plus yard run for Patterson. Can't catch a break. We were there. It was a good play call defensively. Just got to make the play. It's a good play there by Miles Jack. If that was the Falcons linebacker, that would be picked. I'll say it again and again. That would have been a pick if that was the Falcons. It's just the way that this game plays. It is what it is. 2nd and 10. Need a big play here by the defense. That one's picked. And that one's going to be taken to the 41-yard line. Cam Sutton with the pick. That gives us an opportunity here. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with the stack look. I want to get Deontay to be the one that catches this screen. This play in last year's Madden was dominant. This year, it has been more balanced. The defense usually can make a play pretty effectively. I mean, there you go. You can see it right there. Try to get to the line here before the 2-minute warning. We do. Gets hit as he throws once again. I'm actually curious. There's a play that if you run it in online, depending on what kind of coverage the defense is in, it is pretty much completion every time. Yeah, that's crazy. So 4th and 11, is this 4-down territory here? I want to argue that it could be. So what we'll do is we'll line up to go for it, and we'll see if we can kind of assume what kind of coverage you're in. This may be a man look. How does Claypool not catch that? I wasn't throwing to Claypool, but still, how does Claypool not catch that? I think we should have punted there, to be honest with you. But just felt like we could get it if we were effective with what we do. Highsmith gets the sack, our 4th sack defensively, I do believe. Yeah, 4 sacks. So the defense has played out of their mind so far in this game. Falcons still have 3 timeouts, though, so that is important to remember. They throw it to Pitts. I'm surprised he came down at first contact. So we'll go with the cover 4 palms here. This is a big third down right here because we could force them to punt, and then if we wanted to, we could just take it to half, which I think would Where's the middle of the field? Who is in the middle of the field supposed to be covering there? We can take a look at the play and see. It should have been the middle linebacker, I do believe. The middle of the field shouldn't have been open. I'll tell you that. Yeah, let's go back and. So it was Miles Jack who's supposed to be there. What does Miles Jack do here? This isn't man coverage. Why is he running it like it's man coverage? This game is terrible. This game is really terrible. I mean, where would that attribute? What attribute would that be that would cause somebody to miss their assignment like that? Would it be play recognition or awareness or something? Because I mean, if that's the case, then like, why doesn't the CPU ever do anything like that? They never do. The CPU never makes a mistake like that. They're in the perfect spot every single time. They never miss a assignment. And so, like, if it's a part of the game and it's an attribute that can affect the way that I play, then I'm fine with that. It is what it is. I'm fine with that. It's busted coverage. But if the CPU never makes that mistake, then what's the point of it? Man, can't force the football free, and Falcons will call timeout. So this video has slowly turned into a complaint video. But, I mean, I got to say that is something that I never really noticed before playing, but I've just noticed is that how do we miss assignments on defense, but they never do? I don't know. (16-3), I mean, that's kind of a victory for our defense. Unfortunately, they get the ball to start the second half, but I think our defense can make a play. So we'll have time for potentially 2 plays. He's open. And we're going to call timeout. I think we may be able to get a field goal out of this. That was not a cheese play or anything like that. He was open, and Kenny Pickett made a very good throw. 54-yarder it will be by Boswell. I think this is easily a makeable field goal. It's going to be close. I don't know if... Yeah, it's right on the middle. So, hey, 16-6 is a score. Nice little last 11 seconds of the first half there for sure. Go ahead and skip this. I could care less about the halftime show. I think defend the medium pass is what we'll stick with. So we've been streaming for about 41 minutes. We probably got another 30 minutes left here. Takes me about an hour to play a game. I think I have probably decided to go back down to 12-minute quarters. I don't think there's really a need to do 13-minute quarters. It just makes the game last longer. All right, let's see. Does Miles Jack misses assignment this time? We'll watch. Not that time, but in that situation, I'd like for him to kind of start moving his way over to Drake London instead of staying there like a robot. So either he misses his assignment terribly or he just stands there like a robot. It's pretty much what I'm getting out of this game. There is no telling what he's going to do, but he's going to do one of those things. Stand like a robot, miss his assignment. We have no idea. Bringing some pressure here. Let's see, can we get to him? Not going to be able to. It's Brian Edwards on the catch, former Raider. See if we can do like some press coverage and that would work at all. Good coverage there by Miles Jack. We forced him to be in that situation a couple of times, and he's made the most of it when he's out there. Kind of man-to-man with Kyle Pitts, and he's done decent. Mariota's going to scramble. So I think I did learn. I'm going to go dime here, cover 3. I think I did learn how to like finally send my players after the quarterback if he starts scrambling like that. Let's see. Let's show blitz here. Let's see if that can. I mean, we can give him that underneath stuff all we want. There we go. Good play by the defense there. As we're set to return this punt. All right. Let's go to a look that we don't really go to often. We'll bring in TJ Watt. And I honestly do not think that I've ran this play all year. It works for 2 yards, and we'll take that and move on. I think right here we go to the dive too. I mean, 1 down defensive lineman. I think we're definitely, man, and the one guy disrupts it, makes the play. And so had an opportunity. I think Sternberger's the guy you go to here potentially. We'll see what kind of coverage they run with here. We are going to go to Sternberger. Quick strike, first down. We'll go to the red zone alert Omaha here. This is meant to go to Sternberger, but it's pretty much effectively the same play as what we've run. And with 2 blockers, that one works big time. Big time pickup for our offense. So we'll go with this play right here. I don't know how effective this is going to be. Sternberger probably has the highest chance of getting it. Kind of figured that was going to happen. Let's go with the inside zone split. Not really a play that I've called often. I don't think that it's worked that well. Is that Grady Jarrett? For him to get off of his block and stop Najee like that, it's kind of crazy. Let's go with the screen here out of the stack formation. Screens haven't worked too great so far in this Madden, but I'm down to try it here. And that Jarrett, Grady Jarrett, making plays all over the field. We're going to go with the field goal here. I think our defense has played very good. So we'll make this a touchdown game. I don't think we're going to make this. Nope, we missed it. Wow. Wow, that's terrible. That is definitely on me for sure. They'll go to Patterson. Wow, Patterson looks the best he's looked all day on that run right there. Go with a cover 2 look defensively here. The Falcons have only run 30 plays in the game. Man, that field goal was huge. If we make that field goal, man, I think he's going to be a little short. He is short. So we're going to go with the blitz again. This could hurt us. We're going to go press coverage on the outside. So Drake London, all he's got to do is make a little step. He's going to be wide open. So we'll see. Wide open hole for Algier or Algier, however you say his name. So So they go empty here. We'll bring 4, and we'll stay in the cover 3 that we're in right now. They're going to throw that. And it's going to be intercepted by Minka. So Minka with the pick there. So now that field goal, if we make that, feels really important. We go out to Deontay there. And it's Cap. We're going to go with the RPO alert bubble again. We've run this out of this formation. This will be the 3rd time, and they've ran with Deontay every single time. They're going to run with him again, so it's an easy decision just to hand that ball to Benny Snell. I have not run the counter Y out of this formation yet, so we're going to try it here. Najee will take it for 7 yards. Haven't really gotten him his touches too much here in this second half. The first half he had a lot more touches, but we've opened up the playbook a lot more so far in this one. We're going to go back to Najee. He's going to pick up a yard. We're going to go no huddle here. I think that I have a lot of confidence that Najee can easily pick this up. I think he does. Yeah, he will pick it up, but that was weird how just a massive hole opened up there. That's going to be a sack. D Ford, I believe that's who that was there. We'll go back to one of the first plays that we ran of the game. Pickett. 8-yard pickup there. It's been very hard to run the ball in this variation of Madden, with the quarterback at least. So on 4th and 3 here, I'm gonna think about going for this. We're going to go out to Pickens, and that's going to be a first down. Huge first down there. Looks like they were in a zone coverage for sure. Had have been probably cover 3. Yeah, cover 3 seam. We'll go to Deontay Johnson for the first down. Now we are in business. Go with this play right here. I think this right here is different than what we would usually run. So number 9 makes that play. We'll go with the doubles look. Man, I didn't even call the right play, so we're gonna just go with the double slants. Picked off. I don't know. I have no idea. My question is why is Deontay Johnson not trying to make a play on the ball? I don't understand this game at times. Very frustrating. I don't know how he drops that. Thankfully he does. And that's the end of the third quarter. Imagine what the score could be if we didn't suck. Sorry, I wasn't even paying attention for that play. This game is just frustrating. It's frustrating. I don't know what you really want me to say about it. There's really nothing else that I can say about it. To have 5 turnovers, 4 picks, I mean... Go back to the Tampa 2 here. Probably not a good play call. Actually, not a bad play call, but where is our middle linebacker? So, like I was saying anyway, this is basically just a, hey, I wanted to play a game, so let's see what happens if we play. I can already tell you this is a recipe for disaster. We have Terrell Edmonds matched up against... Never mind. Didn't even matter. Five-yard completion that time. Kind of depends who. So Miles Jack, we're going to put him one-on-one again with Kyle Pitts. Probably a recipe for disaster. Not sure how Levi Wallace didn't see that coming right at his face. That's interesting. Let's go with the blitz here. I think they don't. If they don't run, I'm okay with just bringing some pressure. Gets it to Pitts, and it's caught. So, sorry guys, I think that this one is just about done here. We'll try to come up with like some exotic blitz or something, I don't know. Make it interesting potentially with a pick. But when you throw 4, yeah, he's wide open. Actually, speaking of it. So, the game is not over. All we got to do is score a touchdown. And now that field goal really matters, doesn't it? Jeez, this game is terrible. This game is funny. I won't say it's terrible. It's funny. 9 total turnovers in the game. The plan right there is not for him to have to run back in. Pickens with his 4th catch. Oh boy, you've got to complete that. You got to. So we go trio look here. It's going to be Benny Snell in the game. And that's caught by Sternberger. We're going to go with no huddle look here and see if that brings us any success. We'll go with that RPO alert bubble. They have not keyed in on the run at all in this game. So I think this one right here, though, this is what we want to see. Yep, just like that. But the Falcons get out there so quickly. Only 3 yards there. Good defensive play there. Gotta score here. We gotta score. All right, 4th down and 7. The game is on the line. I think I know what I want to go with here, but the chances of it working is probably not very likely. Throws it over his head. That's the end of the game. Just got to bring pressure here. Imagine they'll probably just run the ball. They pass, and interesting enough. This team is going crazy, folks. It's caught anyway. It's Patterson on the catch, and that's going to be a touchdown no matter what. So we're going to lose this game. We have 4 minutes and 28 seconds remaining. I'm going to be wrapping this one up here in about possibly like 15 minutes here, 10 to 15 minutes. Kind of just wanted to go over the stats, get back to the main screen. I mean, something that we can talk about real quick is the state of Madden 23 and level of care by the developers and other even creators, really. They don't care about us. You see a lot of content creators having to do all these things to be able to let their franchise run. And I'm going to be honest with you, that's kind of bullcrap, and that makes me not want to play this game when you can't even go through an off season because it'll make you, it'll reset you back to the draft for no reason. Even if you have a different save point, it just does that. And like, that's frustrating, and that really can ruin your want to play the game. So it's been let's be quite frank with it here. I mean, it's been a terrible game. It needs a lot of work. And that's not going to change. Nothing is going to change until the developers start to care for the consumer. But they don't. They care if you play Ultimate Team. They care about not even making an attempt on the ball. If you play Ultimate Team, they care about you. But if you play franchise mode, sorry, we're gonna go for it. The game's over anyway. We'll go with the play call that I already ran earlier, and it actually worked. This vertical Y shake. Depending on what we see here, we might be able to hit one of those seam routes potentially. Surprisingly, that was not picked off. Alright, folks, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually just jump forward to... Actually, let's just do... If we get the ball back on offense, we'll play. So we do have it back with 2:20 left in the game, so that's what we'll do. I don't want to totally quit, but I do want to get this game wrapped up. We'll play a little bit more offense here and see if we can do anything. Nothing for us there. Let's go to coach suggestions here and just go out of this. I honestly cannot believe that one was caught. The fact that Pickens came back to the ball is honestly quite impressive. Does he come back to this one? Nope. Came back to that one. I mean, I'm kind of impressed with Pickens at least. This is the moment of truth here on this route, the C route as they like to call it. Why is Najee Harris not... Whatever. 39 seconds left, so we're nearing the end of the game. And 4th and 8 coming up. We're definitely going to go for this here. 4 verts. They know what I like to do here. 51 pass attempts in the game. Gotta get a little bit more of a float on that ball there. That's going to do it, folks. Alright, guys. That was my first ever stream there. There by the end of the game, I started to just get frustrated, so it's kind of like a let's hurry up and wrap this game up type of thing. 51 pass attempts. I mean, then you got down here Mr. Trubisky. I mean, did we think about starting him? 1-for-1 passing for 14 yards? Maybe we do. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. But we ran the ball pretty effective in the first half, but there towards the end of the game, though, like I said, I just kind of got to the point where like, I'm kind of ready to end this game. We passed the ball around pretty effectively, though. But that's going to do it, guys. Let's get out of here, and then we'll go ahead and back out. But alright, that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave your feedback down below, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. See ya.